What's going on, guys? Counting Gains back here again. So today we got some more Patrick Bet-David, some motivational videos, guys. I want to always bring at least 1 or 2 motivational videos a week, guys, so you guys can get friggin', you guys can get on it. You know, if you're trying to do a business, if you're trying to hit the gym, whatever you're trying to do, pick up chicks, whatever the case may be, guys, so you get your confidence up. This one is called Why Nice Guys Miss Out on Big Opportunities. I'll be giving my own rhetoric, my own speech, my own experience, and let's get it, guys. You know what I mean? Be a nice guy, guys. Don't be a nice guy because people will just basically fuck you over, and you know what I mean? People will just backstab you, guys. As soon as you start being a bit more kind of aggressive and shit, people will kind of start to respect you more, guys. Let's get it.
So stick around to the very end so we can give you the PDF of where you rank as a nice guy, because the complete opposite of being a nice guy, it's what? It's mean, unpleasant, asshole, pestering, many words we can use for it. But what does it mean to be a nice guy? And why does it suck to be a nice guy? I mean, let's see, what's wrong with that, right? I want to be a nice guy. You want to be a nice guy. Here's the reality of it. And it's one thing that nice guys don't do. And this applies to everything in life. But nice guys, when you stay nice in everything you do, you simply miss a lot of opportunities. Whether it's dating, whether it's career, whether it's investments, whether it's a lot of things, just because you're worried about something you do could potentially offend somebody. So let's look at this pendulum here together.
I said this before, guys. It's impossible to not offend everyone. Like, you're eventually going to offend everyone, guys. Especially on the internet. So if anyone watches these videos and you guys don't agree with one video, just know that I have nearly 3,000 videos put out and you don't agree with one. So, you know what I mean? You gotta kind of take the hits, guys. You know, put out your opinion. Don't try to please absolutely everybody, because you can't. The people that love you are going to stay riding with you, guys. The people that hate you are going to hate you anyway. Let's get it. Patrick Victor, let's get it. Nice guys, pendulum.
So on the far left, on the screen that you're looking at, you see the nice guy. On the far right, it shows pestering. The next level after nice is somebody who is timid, right? They're in a room, they have thoughts, they want to do things. In their minds, they're role-playing that a conversation they're having with somebody, or they're wanting to present something or wanting to say something, but they don't because they're timid. In their mind, they said it. In their mind, they said what the other person said, but what happens in their mind doesn't play out in real life. So timid, it's going to be very hard to win in business and in life if you're going to be timid constantly. The next one is somebody who's very confident. There's a lot of confident people who are nice. They're not insecure. They don't second guess themselves. They're just quiet and they're confident, but they don't do one thing. And you ready? They don't ask. They simply don't ask, even though they're confident, even though they may be the sharpest cat in the room, even though they may have a lot to offer, but they're just confidently quiet. Even though they're confidently quiet, they're missing out on a lot of different opportunities. Then right in
This is a funny scale, guys, because you know, you guys can kind of see, like, if your advancement, like, probably I started off probably nice, where I was chilling, you know, at the beginning, maybe a little bit timid when I was probably about 12 to about 15. Then when I was in college, I was confident. And then, you know, as life goes on, you get more assertive and more challenging, because I think it's just a life skill. You get more life knowledge. You get more challenges come up to you. You get more people, you know, doing crazy shit to you. So you're going to have to kind of eventually, you know, go out of your way to kind of do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, ask people, do kind of, you know, stand up for yourself, things like that. So tell me in the comments down below, where do you guys fit on this scale, man?
Middle is somebody that's very rational. Here's how they think to themselves. If I were to ask the question, they're probably going to say this, so there's no point in me asking the question, because I already know what the answer to the question is going to be. I'm not going to be asking the question. They're probably not going to be doing business with us, because rationally, this doesn't make any sense to ask. Versus, you don't know. You're assuming. You don't know if they're going to say yes to your product. You don't know if she's going to say yes to going out with you. You don't know any of that. The only way you know is if you do what? Is if you ask. Now we're going into the space where you're going to have more opportunities, but also, you know what comes with more opportunities? Also more rejections. So the next level is somebody that's assertive. Now you're going into good space. Assertive is somebody that's very comfortable asserting themselves in a conversation, asserting themselves in an event to be talking to people. Hi, I'm John. I like your suit. What's your name? What do you do for a living? Are you from here? Where are you from? Oh, wow. How do you know Billy with the party that he put together? How do you know Mary? How far you go back with Mary? Very interesting. What do you do for business? You're assertive. You're able to have those types of conversations, right? When you're being assertive. The next one after assertive is you're able to challenge and push back a little bit. So now what does it mean to challenge and push back? You know, like, for example, imagine you're sitting at a table and there's 8 people talking there. And everyone's talking about the fact that Who's the greatest basketball player of all time? Or who's the greatest president of all time? Or why did what happened to COVID here? Oh, the debate on faith, religion, business, politics, sports, cars. What's the fastest car in the world? What's the best exotic car in the world? And I think it's a Ferrari. I think it's a Lambo. I think it's a this. And you could sit there and be rational and not say anything, but somebody could say the following. You know what, John? I understand where you're going, but I have to push back. Let me explain to you why. It depends if you like a Lambo. Most buyers of Lamborghini, most buyers of Ferrari are this. And then the other person can come back and say, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I know the history, but I'm telling you, Aston Martin is this. So forget about the thing. It's done. You push back a little bit. Everybody goes in their cars. They leave this party. Everyone's having a cigar. They're having a drink, or whatever it may be. When they go in the car, those 10 people in the car are going to say, what do you think about what he said when he pushed back and he said Aston Martin? I disagree with him. He actually has a good point, but they're talking about you. Because you challenge and you push back. Now you're a topic of discussion.
That's interesting, guys. I like that. That's interesting.
That's the benefit of being assertive and challenging and pushing back instead of being timid or confident or quiet or rational or nice. You're missing out on many opportunities because those 10 people, when they go to the next party, you know what everyone's going to ask? Is such and such going to be there? Oh, yeah, he's coming. I can't wait to see him again. Oh, hey, what's up, Aston Martin guy? No matter what, they remember you. You're memorable, right? If you're on this side. Now, can you go past challenging and pushback and be a little bit too much? Yes. That's when you go into the pestering mode. And when you go into the pestering mode, now you're annoying. Now you're a little too much. Now people don't want to be around people that pester, right? Yeah, there's a level that you go a little bit too much where you're overly doing it. Like I'll do some business meetings and some people sit and I'm like, oh my God, I understand how much money this person's spending. I don't want his money because he's pestering, he's distracting the audience. But I love this other guy, how assertive he is. I love this guy that he pushes back and says, I disagree. I would have hired this person because that creates for dialogue. This person just trying to get attention. They need to call their mom and go to a different event. These people need to be in the event because they make the meeting better and they make everybody smarter. So, Mr. or Mrs. Nice person that you are, I got a challenge for you. Maybe start asking some questions. Maybe start kind of pushing back a little bit.
Yeah, like if you're at work or whatever, guys, you know what I mean? Or if you're in a workplace, I've worked many a job. And, you know, working security and stuff is kind of like one of those questions. It's kind of like one of those jobs, you know, where you have to go up to people and confront people and say, hey, man, I need you to move away from this. Hey, I need you to leave. You know, the party's over. Get the hell out of here. Whatever the case may be, you know, doing these assertive things, it kind of builds your confidence. It makes you cool. If you're pestering people, being annoying, though, obviously nobody wants that. So the scale is heavy. You can be from like here to like here, you know, 170 degrees and still not be annoying. But when you get to the annoying stage, you know, kind of bring it back a little bit.
And you'll find yourself finding more newer opportunities. People are going to push back. You may have some more rejections, but some tells me you're going to enter a whole new world of opportunities that you didn't have before just being a nice guy. So now look, whether you're a nice guy and you're trying to be a little bit more assertive, or you're the asshole and you're trying to be less of an asshole, you want to be more assertive side, regardless, if you're consuming this content, you have to get the new Valuetainment hats that just came out.
Dude,
these are handmade.
Valuetainment, man. So that's the video, man. Go buy his merch as well. But if you guys want, Valuetainment's fire. You know what I mean? Mr. Patrick Bet David. He's a smart guy. He was in the army for a while. He's a smart guy. Just being confident. Talking to people, asking better questions. That's kind of what's gonna help you more in jobs. So yeah, guys. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. What do you think is the benefit of being more assertive, man? Do you think you get, more women? Do you think you get better job opportunities? What do you guys think, man? Leave in the comments down below. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.